Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Orzhov Control. I've been really thinking about all the games I've been playing against. It seems like aggro is taking over again. Seems like there's a bunch of mono red every time I play. Not so much soldiers, but they're probably still in the meta. So I'm going to try Orzhov Control today and see whether or not I can capitalize on that. Chances are the Matchmaker is just going to put me up against a bunch of counterspell control decks just to screw me over. But I do want to say that this deck seems to be very, very good against current meta. So here is the deck list. We have 3 Cut Down for early game removal, and 2 March of Otherworldly Light, which could serve as early game or late game removal. It's actually a fairly good card against a few of the current style of meta, and we can also remove, things that are synergizing with combo, like the Hidetsugu, right? It doesn't die, they're not going to get the trigger off. Then we also have 2 Fateful Absence, not to just kill creatures, but also kill Planeswalkers. We can answer Planeswalkers fairly easily, like this card here with this deck. And that is the problem a lot of times I play with control decks, that Farewells do not answer Planeswalkers. I also have 3 Go for the Throw, again for just random creature removal that we have. Only 2 Bankbuster, because the early game we are a little bit too slow, and I don't want a Bankbuster to really drag us down in hand. Then I have 4 Wedding Announcement, always good in a white deck that doesn't have red, so that we can't fit Fable. Wedding Announcement is the second best thing to eat Invokes. Then we have 3 Graveyard Trespasser, because there's a lot, there's so much reanimating combos with the Traxa, with the Tally. Graveyard Trespasser can help us against that. It's not going to stop it all entirely, but it can help us against that. It also is a anti-counterspell deck because, well, it is a ward card, so that our opponent has to counter Graveyard Trespasser rather than any other card, because otherwise they will have to give a 2-for-1 on this one card, and that most likely will put them behind on tempo. I have 1 Phyrexian Arena, because I only have 1. I thought about running more than this, but I only have 1. I didn't want to craft anymore, but Phyrexian Arena could be a pretty good card to get us more card draw to help us stay in the game. Then 2 Depopulate against creature-heavy decks, 4 Wandering Emperor to exile anything that needs exiling, and also give us, life against burn. Then we have 1 Sorin. Just 1 Sorin for additional card draw, because I don't have any more Phyrexian Arena. Sorin is also pretty good for card draw, but he is a lot slower. And I don't think he's going to be that good in today's meta, but I guess we'll find out. Then in the 5-drop, we have 2 Sunfall for exiling a bunch of creatures. And of course, 3 Invoke Despairs to get us additional card draws, to make our opponent sacrifice their enchantments, things of that nature. And then we have 2 Farewells to really get rid of everything on the board. We are a bit of a Super Friends deck, because we have Planeswalkers and Wandering Emperor and Sorin, and then later on Kaya. So this card will serve pretty good to boost us up on the board. And then we have Kaya, the final stance, the Intangible Slayer. Hexproof, +2 to gain life and drain our opponent. +0 to draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards every turn. And then -3 to basically exile a creature and enchantment and get it for us. And so she's pretty good, but we gotta really be careful about Invoke, because even if she's hexproof, we can still get invoked and we still die, right? So, or it still dies. So it's very tricky to play around. So we only have 1 of. Don't want to run too many of the deck. Then the land base. We have 26 lands. We have 1 Eiganjo, 5 plains, 1 Takenuma, and 6 swamps. We also obviously want more swamps because we have Invoke Despair. And then we have 4 Cave Coilos, 4 Scour Baron, and 4 Shatter Sanctum, the traditional black and white dual color lands. That's the whole deck. I didn't go fancy and run, the Eternal Wanderer in the deck, or slot in some early game removal in a 1 or a 2-drop that's unexpected. I guess Fateful Absence is a little bit unexpected, but there's a lot of Planeswalkers, so this might work out well enough. So let us look at how well this deck can do. Let us try. So we can assign specific pets, sleeves, emotes, and avatars on a per deck basis. Yeah, that's nice. Can we assign on a per win basis? It's tricky. 1, 2, 3. Opponent goes first, so it's probably aggro. We have a horrendous hand. This is a good hand to keep if we're playing against control, but we have 2 Wedding Announcement. Against aggro, this is a little too slow, because we have nothing to play until turn 3. Alright, so I guess I have to mulligan this hand, even though I think it's pretty good. Alright, now we have Go for the Throw. Let's keep 6. put back a Bankbuster. We have 2 Bankbusters. We somehow drew 3 of them in 2 opening hands. So yeah, that's nice. Shuffler's fine. Red. All right, well, I'm gonna get out ahead in life. 21. This could be big red. The fact that he played a mountain and then didn't play anything else. Am I in standard? I think I'm in standard. Field of Ruin. All right, so it is big red. If it's big red, we'll go big black. That sounds wrong. Fable. Alright, guess we'll go for the throat this. This stop us from drawing. That's fine. Have to do it. But if he has a Planeswalker, we have Fateful Absence. And then we have Invoke. Right, so a bit slow, but we might be able to get something done. Field of Ruin's completely useless against us because we have a lot of basic lands. Oh, well, thanks. Oops. How do I say thanks? Alright, I want to swamp, of course. Now I can draw a card. I can't say thanks here. That's unfortunate. So, Cave of Coilos. End turn? I don't know. Maybe he just wants to fetch a land out. This is not going to end well for him. He wants to draw a card? Okay. You draw a card. After you draw a card, I will draw a card. Pass. Nothing? Alright, I will draw a card. Eiganjo. My turn. Depopulate. Well, I'm going to just take some life damage. I think it's fine. And invoke. Right? I think it's invoke time. Invoke time. I get 2 card draws from this. He gets to play a big Planeswalker. There it is. But we got answers for that.
This I'll never forget the hole we lost.
Alright, we could also march his Bankbuster. That's interesting. But, you know, first things first. Get out of here, you. Another question is, do I want to get... He might have Brotherhood's War, right? So do I want Wedding Announcement out with the Bankbuster token? Or do I just want Wedding Announcement out? Or do I not want it out at all? All this is kind of a thought process. I do want to draw a card. Let's just draw a card. Okay. If we get Wedding Announcement out, I think it's fine, because even if he Brotherhood's War or Brotherhood's End, I always forget which is the card, which is the set. But that's not really a 2-for-1 because these are just tokens. Chandra, okay, that's a little bit scary.
I will burn Phyrexian to ash.
Add 2 mana.
Fuel up.
Red white. That's interesting. What's the white for? Strangle. Ah.
You're about to... Sorry.
Do I have anything I can turn back? I don't have anything I turn back with Farewell. Uh-oh. Takenuma's kind of dead now. We could march this, but Planeswalker. Right, like I said, this is the scary part. Maybe killing Koth was a little bit hasty. Now we can play a big spell with Chandra. And we don't have anything to stop it. If that's the case, maybe what can I talk Enuma into? Guess we'll find out. Nothing. Oops. Oops. So... I would just take out his Bankbuster while I still can. Something scary is happening. Alright, our draw is not good against their deck, apparently. We got some pretty good draw early, and then it kind of just stopped.
No.
Huh. I guess that's good, but not scary enough. He can proliferate, but no Bankbuster means that proliferating doesn't help him. He's on 9. That's a lot. He can also minus or plus 1 to get to 10. Oh, what? That is not how you play that game. Okay.
Let's go big.
Can he do anything with the mana? Oh, he can just sack the clue. Yeah, you got it. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice top deck there. Needed it at the right time. Invoke Despair. Invoke Despair is always good. Okay, so we got really lucky with that draw. A tally. What are you gonna get? What'd they get for us? Oh, wedding announcement. Okay. Bankbuster. Wedding announcement. You know what's gonna happen next, do you? If he attacks, I will block it because I don't need this. Alright, are you ready to say goodbye to Exodia? So what do I remove here? All artifacts for sure. All enchantments because he has one of my wedding announcement. All creatures and all graveyards. I don't have anything left in the graveyard that I care about, so yeah. He is gonna eat it. Everything. No more card draws for you either. All those Bankbusters. They were scaring me, but now they're gone. His Italies are scary though. Good thing my deck isn't perfectly impactful in every card. There's a few of them that are. I need Kaya right now. Kaya would be so scary against him. But he could play against me and then I'll just die. That is just unfair. Our opponent's doing the rope thing because I had an answer to his Itali play. Second Itali. My Stone, Weak Stone. Draw 2 cards. Big Red is doing big red things. Fable. That's nice. I have a cut down just for that. I draw a land. Yeah. Happens. I don't have that many Psycho cards in black and white, so I can drop the lands pretty confidently. But something big is going to happen to me now. I'm kind of scared. I really need a Kaya soon. They have a lot of draws. I still don't. 31 to 32. We drew more than them. Koth. He's going to get a mountain or just deal? Yeah, he's going to get a mountain.
It's our land.
Huh. Well, I'm just gonna depopulate, right? So I don't need to use Go for the Throat. Lands. Oh yeah, that's nice. When I'm out of cards, I will draw lands. Koth is gonna get scary. He got -7 right now. Yeah, he can -7 right now. This is not fun. I'm getting all the wrong cards. I'm getting lands.
Blood-soaked land is on my side.
Yeah, you got it. Totally fair type of game we're playing here. My Stone, Weak Stone, not really gonna do anything. I still have a lot of basic lands. 4 damage to my face, or 4 damage to the 2/2. My face. Fable. Let's wait till he ends his turn.
Shake the earth itself.
1, 2, 3. Gotta exile that Fable. I can't even kill Koth. I can get a Graveyard Trespasser out. To trespass nothing. Do I even have creatures? No, I farewelled everything. Okay, so... this goes up to 4, right? He will... Graveyard Trespasser came a little late.
I'm tougher than you.
Yeah, you are. You're so tough. Big old tough guy right here. What can he get back? Honestly, I don't know. Let me just take out these Voltic Charge. They're annoying me.
Mirrodin is our land.
No, I think I just die next turn. I have to remove 2 creatures. There's no creatures in the graveyard. So, he has a mountain. Kill my own card. Just for a card draw. Is there any life gain in the deck that could help? No, it's a land. Alright, that's a GG. You know how sad that was with this whole game playing out? We had such a good hand. We had such a good opening. And then what happened? We drew like 6 lands in a row. So, you know, and then 7. So, yeah. But like I said, right? Planeswalkers are what everyone is playing when they're not playing aggro. So, farewells don't answer the way it used to. Gotta be a little bit careful about that. Orzhov Control is fun though. We were able to last very long with a horrendous play. So, now we play against Mono Red because they're not very inventive. And they go first. We have a Fateful Absence. And a Sorin. I will keep, but I'm probably going to lose with this hand. If it's Mono Red. It's not Mono Red. Spara Headquarters. This guy's trying to trick us with his avatar. Okay, so I don't want to run out my Bankbuster just to get killed. Or Migration. Topiary Stomper. So it's that deck. It is the 5-color ramp deck. Now I have to play it. That's unfortunate. I thought it was gonna have like a Terra Sunder or something. Invasion of Zendikar. Wow, he already has 7 lands this turn. I'm on 4 lands. I'm on 3. Sorry. I wish I was on 4 lands. That's insane. What kind of opening was this? Oh look, I'm on 4 lands. Yay! Alright, I can kill this. I'm still going against 7 lands here. What can I do against 7 lands? Vigilance, Haste. Does he have another Leyline Binding? Yes, we take the 4. Herd Migration. Oh boy. We're about to die. Sunfall. That's not a land. Let's see. There's a lot of things on board here. I need to draw a card. Soren can draw me a card, but then we'll just die to 15 plus 4. Alright, that's Our opponent had a great game, and we had a horrendous game. But like I said, as soon as I play control decks, we're never going to stand up against an aggro deck ever again. And when we do, we're going to get mana screw somehow. Oh well, that's how we play Magic. Let's try again. That was not fun at all. The other Josh Art. One goes first. We have Go for the Throw, and then a Bankbuster. That might be good enough of a keep, but it's not. I don't want to go down to 6. Oh, it's blue. Okay, this is going to be way worse. Let's show the white first. Okay, I'm a little bit scared. You're going to counter my Bankbuster? Here comes a negate. No negate on the Bankbuster? Okay. He's gonna impulse. Play past turn. Alright, I'm gonna have to throw out the Graveyard Trespasser and get that countered. This is the best card against control. They have to counter it. But if they counter it, they don't draw cards this turn. Well, they do, but they don't have the draw 3 card. Oh, okay. If that's the case, should I Wedding Announcement? Force another counterspell, or I draw a card? Because I need to drop a land, right? And, I'm gonna get mana screwed against counterspell decks. That's always fun. Always, always fun. Look at that. Not a land. Here comes the Jin. Oh, he has nothing too. That's interesting. All he has is counter spells. We'll draw another land. We'll draw another non-land, actually. Yeah, non-land. I don't want to play this out. I'm not losing, but it's too frustrating to play this kind of game. Our opponent's building up their counterspell hand, and I am not even getting lands. And I've been forsaking both turns just so that I can draw a land. Nothing's happening. 26 lands in the deck. Alright, we're playing against Knight X. Knight X. We're gonna go first. One and only. This is a horrendous hand. We got Fateful Absence. We got March. I'm gonna keep. It's not great. We have no card draw, but this is gonna be aggro now. Black. Hey, look at mono black aggro. This is weird. Takenuma turn 1. Duress. Alright. My one Kaya. If they don't toss Kaya, I'm gonna be so surprised. Maybe they have another Duress in hand. There she goes. I have Takenuma. I can bring her back. This is Rakdos. Second Duress. What the heck is this deck? Third Duress. Bankbuster. Into the March. I don't understand what kind of play that was. Into the March. I'm just gonna invoke us anyways. None of this matters. Nothing really matters.
I am the Emperor Shamigawa. Let your blade do the talking.
Let's go for the attack. We got a cut down. They have a cut down. I mean, we're just gonna eat up invokes. Might as well eat up invokes with the Emperor rather than with my face. You can just draw one card this way. Still good though, right? Light up the Knight. Oh, I didn't expect that.
See you later.
But I can just bring it back. Do I want to bring back Kaya or the Wandering Emperor? I don't want to waste my turn right here, right? So let's see what I was going to draw. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, let's bring back Kaya. I am gonna need that card draw. But then I'll eat an invoke, so I don't know where this is going, but at least we got rid of their Bankbuster. Nothing? No place? Play a land? Can he even flash this back? No, he cannot. It's a sorcery. Right. Yeah, it's a sorcery. Soak is in. Oh, he wants to trade. I'll trade. Wedding announcement. This can also eat an invoke if he gets an invoke. We're both top decking horrendously here. But you know what? It is what it is. A control deck playing against a control deck. I think he's hoping for the big splashy spell. And he'll get it next turn. I don't have a counter spell, so he's gonna mill 10 on me. He's not gonna mill 10 on me. Maybe I should just invoke him. He takes 6, it goes down to 5, right? I don't need to play Kaya this turn. Now I have a lot of cards. I've reloaded. I didn't waste my whole turn, and GG! Yeah, he's waiting for a big spell here. And, you know, our hand wasn't that good, but at least we were able to stand up to whatever he was playing. So we gotta win. With the Orzhov Control, I really don't think I can win that often, just because this really requires you to have the proper matchup. I'm not a Mythic. Not every game is mono-red. If we play against a lot of mono-red, we might be able to have a chance just because of all the removal and the life gains that we have in the deck. But when we don't play against mono-red, we have so many dead cards. I do think that a lot of times we saw the Depopulate being dead in our hand because we didn't face against soldiers or mono-red or creature-heavy spells or creature-heavy decks. I don't really know what else we can say. I think a lot of the games that we lost was just horrendously bad luck. Right? The one game where our opponent got off, was it 7 lands into play when we're on turn 3. What kind of game was that? And then another game where our opponent has drawn like 16 cards with their blue deck, and we were still stuck on 3 lands. That was also not a fun game to play. The first game, I really think it was fun against Big Red. Unfortunately, we couldn't capitalize on that because at the end of the day, we drew like 6 lands in a row. So I always have excuses. It's never my fault. It's always the deck's fault. But let's face it. This deck itself is fairly strong when you are playing a fair matchup, right? When you're playing a fair game where the shuffler is not screwing you over, this deck is fun. I do think that this deck does capitalize a lot on current meta and the style people play. If we see a lot of like Esper control, Azorius control, this deck will just get beat down left and right because it's not going to be good against those kind of control decks. If we drop like a 4-drop or a 5 or 7-drop, or try to, and our opponent counters it with a 2-mana negate, well, we're probably going to lose those kind of games. So this is where I really think this deck is strong in today's meta, because those decks are not strong in today's meta. that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.